Hey guys, it's me again, Brad Fitzpatrick, with another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. So, in the last episode, we managed to defeat the Stag Lord, and now I guess we're gonna head out and set off right away. The fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait until it burns off completely in the meantime. I'll gather some supplies for your journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip to Restov. Yay! Let's see how this is gonna go.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost
There we
my
go.
intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the stolen lands and return with the Stag Lord's head. But I knew you could handle it.
Why, thank you.
Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the stolen lands if you wish. But this time, as a ruler.
Ooh.
But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections. Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Alright. A young half-orc with impeccable poise performs a textbook perfect bow. Man, say that 3 times fast. Do you already know
Of
about my
course.
encounter?
Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti. Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
Alright, what do I need to
What's
know?
now called Brevoy was originally 2 different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the 2
Coral?
states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal. The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Sertova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Aldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
Alright.
We, the Aldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back, but open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty, and the force that held Brevoy together and kept us from a bloody feud ceased to be.
Ouch.
Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Sertova, the former kings of Issia, but their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Sertova and Aldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question. Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Issians hold over us is humiliating and costly, and the Sertovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going?
Yep.
The stolen lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, If some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Mager Varn, will become our allies.
Oh.
But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain. We hope to get some help from the Maivani Aldori, the descendants of the Sword Lords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Isians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere. Rostov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Sword Lords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selemius. Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Sertova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a baron, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so.
Pretty much.
Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Isians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view. And truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Sertovas. The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side. If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Sertovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
Pretty much.
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
Ooh. Okay.
I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake. Don't think I'm trying to impose a nanny or a spy on you. We're neighbors now. You'll need someone knowledgeable about Brevoy's politics to act as an ambassador to your court. If you don't like Casil, you're free to choose someone else, but I won't be able to vouch for the loyalty or trustworthiness of another envoy.
That's true.
Enjoy your evening. When you...
Okay. Let's see what I'm doing. Oh, and I gained a level. So yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Womp womp. I don't know how to get that dazzling display. That's what I want to know how to get. Because it just immediately turns it off. Boo. Okay. Oh, it's Paladin there. I didn't know that Paladin was on there. Guess just goes to show that I wasn't paying too much attention. Okay. So, yep. I don't really need that. I need probably persuasion more than anything, but you know, I did pick somebody who could use that. Let's see. I haven't found anybody to actually... Ooh, crushing blow. I do like that. Oh, defensive spin. Hammer blow, leg sweep, shattering punch. That looks really good. Monk tips sweep the foe's leg, knock the opponent down. Attack hits, the monk can make a free trip attempt against the target of this strike. Using the base attack bonus of the attack used to hit the foe. This trip does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Hammer blow. The monk links his hands together, swinging both arms like a club and dealing tremendous damage. If the attack hits, the monk rolls his unarmed strike damage twice, adding both rolls together before applying strength and other modifiers to the damage. This bonus damage is not multiplied on a critical hit. Defensive spin. The monk spins about confounding his foe. If the attack hits, the monk gains a +4 dodge bonus to AC against any attacks made by the target of the style strike until the start of the next turn. Oof, I don't know. I chose crushing blow there, but is there something else? Double slice? No, I don't think I really need, because I don't think your offhand weapon will dual wielding strikes with greater power. Oh well, I don't really have much. Power attack, precise, seize the moment, shake it off. Skill focus, toughness. Dragon style. The dragon kind gaining greater resilience, mobility, and fierceness from blessing the great beings. While using this style, you get a +2 bonus on saving throws against sleep effects, paralysis effects, and stunning effects. Further, you can add 1.5 times your strength bonus on the damage roll for your first unarmed strike on a given round. That's pretty good. I don't know why it's considered, not recommended. Because that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I think that'll work better. And I think defensive spin is probably better too. No, shattering punch. I'll go shattering punch. Boom. Complete. I might as well go ahead and finish up everybody else's as while I go at it. Okay, her. I want this. So I need to now focus on the wizard. So that's what we're going to do. Boom. Okay. You get, yes. 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 No. I need that. Okay. Okay. Greater spell focus, I guess, if I chose a specific spell school. Arcane armor mastery. Actually, that's probably what I need the most. Or combat casting. Arcane Strike's pretty good too, though. Alright, let me see. Spell penetration, spell specialization, reach, quicken, maximize. That would probably be pretty good. But I think for right now, I need Arcane Armor Mastery. Okay. And let's see what I've got here. Acid Arrow is pretty good. Blur, Burning Arc, Frigid Touch. There's Mirror Image, which is always good. Summon Small Elemental. Bone Shaker. False Life. Perniscus Poison. Hurricane Blow. Let's get summon monster 2. We'll go for summon small elemental. There we go. Boom. Complete. And him now. Right, I'm still trying to do this, so I need cast arcane 3rd levels for Eldritch Knight. So yeah, I'll probably be doing this for a while. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I might as well go that route too. Okay, let's see what we got. Weapon focus, arcane strike is always good. Also elemental focus. Extra arcane pool. Yeah, I think that's what I'm using. And I get a bonus. So let's see. Spell bonus, no. I would need to actually like look and see. Basically what I'm like, what spells I have already. It doesn't really tell me. I know I got that. That's pretty cool. Now I have resist energy. I don't think I want that one though. Huh. Man, I don't know. I really don't know. I was going to do a weapon focus, but... And I mean, he does create claws. What is a gore? It doesn't really tell me anything. Yeah, it just does that. I don't know. This one's hard. Maybe I need to do that, or no, not endurance. Let's do combat reflexes. Okay, oh, and now I get another... There's bull strength, which would be really good. Or even cat's grace. All of these are pretty good, but I'll be using it on me. Well, on him anyway. Yeah, I'll use this one. Okay, now we're moving on to the priest. Or the cleric. Bam, okay. Yep. Okay. Spell focus. I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I actually probably need an extra channel. I don't think he has really anything else here that's really any good. Steel Soul is a dwarf. Okay, yep. Give me that. And then I got a whole bunch of this stuff over here. Ooh, and Summon Monster 3. And Animate Dead? Nice. Alright, this was the easiest of all so far. Barbarian. Still don't know how to get, like, what? The attack bonus up. That's what I want to know. How do you get your attack bonus up? Probably need to look that up. Yep. And yep. 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 Okay. Let's see. I need something exotic weapon. Proficiency, probably. Or extra rage power. No, it'll probably be extra rage. 6 additional rages. Because, yeah, nothing else here is really showing much of anything. Boop, 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 boop. Maybe I'll just go this way. No, no. No, no. Nope, none of those. I do have one of those, which might be pretty interesting for her to have. Because you already have the bastard sword. Two-bladed sword. I'm going this route. Oh, I can't have that one. Or maybe I can? Alright. Because, yeah, like this ginormous sword gets 3 to 17, but this one is like 6 to 13 damage when equipped, 9 to 23 when equipped. So yeah, I probably didn't need to do that at all. That sucks. Oh well. That's kind of just the way the world works. Definitely more trickery. Alright, there's lingering performance. Cautious fighter, that's pretty good. Combat casting. Extra performance. For 6 additional rounds per day. Yeah, I'm gonna go that route. Okay. And now I get some more. What is that? Hold person? Yeah, mirror image is always good. That's the problem though. Once you like have too many here, it becomes hard to choose which one you're going to be using in battle. So mirror image it is. Oh, there's Tristan. Oh, he's also a cleric. Okay, stick. I can already use divine, so maybe I need to do this. So I need to go to arcane spells. Okay, a wizard, arcane caster, or sorcerer, arcane caster. What is this? Your heavenly power derives from insight rather than the force of personality. Your ties to nature have more to do with creatures than with capriciousness. Your magic comes from the knowledge and traditions that your bloodline accumulated through the generations, not just from force of personality. You use your intelligence rather than your charisma to determine all class features. Oh, I don't know what my. Okay, I'd have to look at his character. He has lots of charisma. Let me go back to him, because he's. I'm gonna have to look at his stuff. You know. She'll be easy, because I'm not making her really anything different. Oh, she does get Bane, though. Alright. Boom. Persuasion. Perception. Lore of Nature. Arcana. There we go. Athletics. Point blank shot. Nope. Weapon focus. Probably want to keep her with a Sith. Yeah. Bam. We're going to do that. That's going to help her out a lot. Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Alright, I need Cure Moderate Wounds. This time. And that one is easy. And now Valerie. Valerie. I want her to have that. I want her to become a stalwart defender. But I don't know how to raise to... So I'm going to look it up real quick. Base attack. Increase base attack bonus. To prestige classes at advanced spellcasting and base battle sorcerer. I think I probably just have to keep going as a fighter, though. Yeah, it's not telling me much here, honestly. Ugh. Alright, this one may be a little bit... Nope. Okay, let's see. Attack bonus to the base attack bonus. 1 base attack bonus per level. So yeah, I guess I just need to keep going as a fighter. Kind of go that route. Because I'm at a 5 right now. So... I'm a tower shield specialist. This might be a while before I actually get, you know, anything of really use. I forget really what weapon she's using. I should have already heavy armor focus on her. Great fortitude, no. See, I should already have, that would be pretty nice, I guess, because that's all she's trying to do is just become, trying to become a heavy tank, honestly. So why is Shield Bash not a thing for her? Why does it say it's not good for her? You may attack with light and heavy shields. This incurs standard penalties for 2 weapon fighting if you have a weapon in the other hand. A light shield deals 1d3 damage and is considered a light weapon. A heavy shield deals 1d4. But, like, why is it considered not something? Because she's using a tower shield, not a light shield, I guess, maybe? And not, I don't know. And I forget what weapon do I have her using. Let's back it up. So I have Valerie using the dueling sword and a regular tower shield, which would work. Well, that one's actually pretty good too. Estock. Agile rapier. That's not bad. I'm gonna give her that. It gives her the agile feet to make her a little bit faster. It's actually relatively hard in reality. Don't really know what to give her. I see, I've already got the heavy armor. And so that gives me buckler, heavy shield, and light shield, but not tower shield. I already have the tower shield one. Let me see. So, exotic weaponry is not going to help me any. Okay, maybe this one will have... This one has a dueling sword. Let's see if rapier's on here. Yep. You know what? Yep, I'll do that. Whatever. Boom. Alright. Now, we are going to work on this dude. Skewing physical armor for protection via the strength of his faith, and Escalurge focuses on the miracles of his deity bestows and the breadth of the deity's dominion. I don't really know what that means. But we are going to... Oh, it's like he can't have any armor at all? Wow. That's kind of weird. But I'm going to try to turn him into a Mystic Thruge. So I need something. I was thinking about that. Thalasian. Or do I want Arcane Bomber? Maybe I want, Sorcerer is cool. What is an Alchemist? They're not arcane casters, though. I need something that's going to use arcane caster. Okay. Regular sorcerer would be okay. Because my charisma is the best thing that I have. No, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick with this. Yep, and I need Arcana to level 3, and then that, and I should be good. So, okay. Oh, I get to pick my bloodline. Oh, okay. Oh, and that's how I become... Oof. I don't know. Dodge, Empower Spell, Grant Fortitude, Knowledge, Arcana, Weapon Finesse. So all of these get Weapon Finesse, obviously. And Skill Focus, Arcana. Power Spell. This one gets Blind Fight, Quicken Spell. Oh, that one gets Skill Focus Mobility. Man, Celestial. Extend Spell. He gives Lore Religion. I need the other. Augment Summoning, Superior Summoning. Ugh. Agile Maneuvers. Combat Casting, Improved Initiative, Iron Will, Reach Spell, Spell Focus Arcana, Spell Focus, Greater Spell Focus, and Spell Penetration. I'm going to go with the Arcane. Oh wow, yeah, everything changes here. That's pretty good. Interesting. Alright, wow, do all of these, yeah, all these guys get claws. Because they're that way. Who's the Fae get? Laughing Touch. Lore Nature. Corrupting Touch. World. Serpentine. Serpent's Fang. Persuasion. Grave Touch. Oh man, this is really in depth. Honestly, I don't know. Those are dragon resistances. Like, I want this, but I don't think this gives me what I want. So I'm gonna stick with the arcane. Because that's all I'm trying to do is get the arcane spells up, just so I can go ahead and use the others. So there's that. Honestly, I might as well max that out because that's at rank 3 now. So boom. Oh, I get one more here. There we go. And what do I have? Well, this would give me combat casting. But I get combat casting adept later. Elemental focus. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, I get a familiar. Well, I can do arcane bond too. A bonded object can be used once per day to restore any spell that the wizard had prepared before. Stealth checks for that. Centipede familiar. Chicken familiar. Dog familiar. Duck familiar. Hare familiar. Jerboa. Lizard. Ooh, I like the lizard. Monkey. Rabbit. Rat. Tarantula. Viper. I like lizard. Lizards give me a natural AC bonus. Okay, and this gives me a bloodline. Additional class skill from the arcane bloodline. Knowledge world. Okay. Now let's see what I've got. There's that. And summon monster. There you go. Oh, so I get another one now. Yep, all I need is to use arcane spells a second level, so I'm going to keep with the sorcerer then, just until I can get to arcane spells. That's what I'm doing, and I'm sticking to it. That might be nice. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the extra channel. Boom. Complete. I think that's it. You can't do anything more. I can't do anything more for them. Alright. That, you know, works how it is. Okay, let's mingle. Just landed. No name, no title. Incognito. Haha. Hey, restaurant nobility. Refuse. Take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been training to rule since I was a child. To be far greater use to you, both now and in the future, after I have a firm position in my family. I'll consider the proposal. Oh, there's Miri. She hates these things. There's this Mager Varn. Yep, that's the other person. Obviously more comfortable on the battlefield in the company of nobles. He's well built, but the extensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't quite fit properly. How did you earn the title? Truth be told, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jimani Adori needed someone valuable to take and hold the territory. I'm the captain of a mercenary team. If that wasn't clear, Varnling host. Have you heard of us? No? No matter. How do you feel about being a noble? It's nice meeting you. Farewell. There's Keston, Lindsay, Tristan. Anybody else of worthy note that I probably need to talk to? Hannes Delarev. Alright. What did you do to deserve yours? I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all of the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had urgently make barons of the likes of you and Varn. So you have no army and no special merits. You were just given land for being pretty? Under the circumstances, I'd have you whipped for such works, but let's not ruin Lady Aldori's celebration. If you want to so badly to measure merits, we could do so another time. I'm not very polite for a nobleman. Politeness must be deserved. Boo! Okay, Zavanki Keeg. Alright. I saw how you fought beside Jamandi that night. Your god granted you impressive power. Yes, I deserve it. Aw, failed. My most pious aspirations are often hindered, but it is not the case of overcoming. Probably because, you know, whatever. But I did get 90 experience, so that's all that matters. It was an honor to meet you. Joseph Selemius, please tell me he's a merchant. An older man, full of sideburns, looks at you with interest through a golden eyeglass. Well, now, if it isn't here the festivities, protege of dear Jamandi, you pulled this off quite cleverly. I confess, I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pitaxian wine against you, but I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Aldori have always been adept at finding new talent. I don't believe we've been introduced. So it would seem. I am Joseph Selemius, Lord Mayor of Rostov. I rule this town and the adjacent lands as your northern neighbor. I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful relationship. So, you rule Rostov, and what about the Aldori? Bravoy's politics seem complex and incomprehensible to many. Here in this part of the Ross land, the spirit of northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. It is especially important now, after the certain events that I probably don't need to name. What kind of events are you talking about? Gives you a patronizing smile. Why, an aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house of Rogaria. Can you imagine it? Old man Chorl conquered our land 2 centuries ago. It would be a shameless lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could just disappear into thin air. And once that exact thing happened, turned out nobody was ready for it. How are things in Rostov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going pretty well in recent years. Alright. Your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organize and supply everything you need for the construction and spread out the cost on extremely favorable terms. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, would ask a small favor until you repay the debt in full. You simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through Rostov's Buildings Guild. Yeah, okay. I could do that.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Of course.
Okay, yep, I need to go speak to these people over here. You were not only tough, but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. What do you think awaits me? Nothing good, I fear. The Eldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Brevoy. It will not be a peaceful process. They lack the strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the civil war breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Rostov to honor you. Well, I wouldn't count on it, even that, really. What would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful rulers of Brevoy. The noble houses, the Eldori, won't dare to rebel, knowing they will immediately become entrapped. You could help Brevoy avoid a civil war while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your land. I believe Jemani has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson, the green-skinned boy, Castle. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Shanda Murvey, an experienced diplomat who's more familiar with Brevoy's politics than any brawler could be. I will consider your proposal. Yeah, I don't know about that. So I guess that's all the guests. Honestly, this dude down here is looking more and more approachable. Lander, whatever his name is.
How do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
I don't know.
Oh, the heir of House Lebeda.
Naive enough to think no one would recognize him here. I wouldn't trust him. No one knows what he has in mind.
Who knows what he has in mind?
I don't...
From what I understand, you've decided a fine choice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I don't know which way I'm
really
really kind of going, so I'll go with what you give me.
Excellent. Stand here. Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Rostov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Yay! I'm amazing. So, now it's time to return the stolen lands. This time not as simple adventure, but as these lands' rightful ruler. I mean, of course. I had to become a ruler somehow.
Victory. The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
Oh, he came with me? Welcome, Your Grace. Keston salutes you. You can see he's a bit anxious, and it seems he'd rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamandi transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I am not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know, I'm glad to serve you. I thank you. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived, and new ones approaching as we speak. While you are visiting Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and to show you around the most important sites. Well, where are my companions? They are all somewhere around here, but I never kept an eye on who went where exactly. Well, I assume Tristan is with Jod. You can always find Lindsay. Just follow the noise and the turmoil. Are there any citizens I should know about? Our old acquaintance Jod is right here. Estrel's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. Also, the emissary from Brevoy is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also this curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit, a blind elf. Desna only knows how he managed to get here. He seems peaceful, even pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd, so I let him stay for a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him. That's about it, I guess. What's the mood of the people here? I must admit I've never seen anything like that my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. The people sense the moment, and today we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I normally feel out of place among all the rejoicing, but today is just one of those days. Alright, where can I get a drink? Keston hesitates a brief moment, then laughs. I'll make sure to show you. The moment we knew the city, the tavern was the first business that opened. Building a city is a thirsty work, and I beg your forgiveness for my behavior during your reception. I drink a little too much. It is a day for celebration. I'm ready to look around the city. Let's go. Follow me, Your Grace. This is my city. I mean, we built this city. All new subjects, we're selecting a site to build our house. I mean, we built the city on rock and roll, right? It's wet near the lake and windy up on a hill. A fine place to throw garbage at our neighbors' heads, though. Ouch. Do I get to choose where they build their house? It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. This is where the Stag Lord's fortress used to be. Not that it saved him in the end. It wasn't much of a fortress, really. Why couldn't Oleg have come? Our workers did a fine job turning this bandit den into the heart of the town. Lots of weapons over there. The heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Yeah, I see that. Greetings, Your Grace. If you turn to the right up the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. Alright. The tavern's ale is blessed by Caden Kalin himself, I swear, and the lady who owns it is a gem. Yes, I can breathe fire. Oh, that's nonsense. Well, except for the part about breathing fire. All barons can breathe fire. Trust me. I mean, my mixtape is fire. If I had one. I don't. Welcome, Your Grace. Glad to serve you. Oh. Your Grace, those are our guards. They keep this order in the city or keep their mouths busy with gossip. Pretty much. Hey, there's Harim. Here's the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see to its full extent from this perch. That would be cool. Interesting. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head now. Well, alright. Oh, welcome to your barony. You are about to make the unyielding stone lands a prosperous kingdom. There is a long and arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance. Found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, take advantage of good opportunities. A prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded with subject and donations from their subjects. Promising alliances with other states, wealth for their treasury, and many other things. Good luck. So now we've reached the main chambers. This is your throne room where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map depicting your barony and its surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your grace's attention. Having finished his speech, Keston tucks his thumb under his belt and stands quietly. Greetings, your grace. Kessel, Lady Jamundi's ward, gives a polite bow. It was a pleasure to meet you at the Restov reception. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Aldori Sword Lords, I would like to offer you some advice. Barony effects: community +6, loyalty +6, military +3, economy +3, divine +3, arcane +3, stability +3. New event: trade agreement with Sartova, agreement with Joseph Steliemus, Ezinski's offer, pillage the Temple of Elk, rebuild the Temple of Elk, research into the nature of curses, Davik Nettle. You may change the difficulty level of your barony at any time or set it to automatic. If set to automatic, you won't have to deal with most government decisions. They will take care of it automatically, and your barony will never fail. However, this will also prevent you from unlocking any government-related achievements. Boo. You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people, responsible people, but certain state business will demand your personal attention, as well as the visits from especially important guests. Reports of such sounding events will be marked on your map. You can always check it while considering your plans. According to the ancient traditions of Brevoy and most of the river kingdoms, rulers address state affairs of state and receive visitors at the beginning of the month. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition and regularly visit your capital when needed. The first thing you should do as a ruler is assign loyal people to all the important positions in your barony. Your clerics, Jod and Tristan, were the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further. I'll leave you to consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and prosperous. Well, alright. Jod Kravkin, Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baron. I am confident that you'll be able to bring order to these troubled lands. Though, to be honest, that isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristan and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There's a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. Ugh, I am disgusted with whoever could do this. And now there's a new woe. Tristan and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There's a place near the capital, rumored by the locals, to be cursed. Tristan and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same putrescence as the Temple of Elk. Okay, what is this place? Where is it? There's a bald hilltop not far from here, to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe that rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there back in ancient times. There is no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. This place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. All right. I will go there as soon as I'm able. I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present. Okay. I agree with Tristan. We have been to this hilltop. It's barren, but filled with a dense atmosphere of unease. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will grow in strength, and we predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That's when we should visit the bald hilltop and resolve this issue. For now, we can only wait and prepare. We beg your pardon, Your Grace, for intervening with you getting the grasp of your barony. I'm sure you have even more pressing matters at hand right now. Well, all right. I'd like to find out what the old dryad is doing.
I tire.
Oh. Okay, the barony has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor. They are as follows: population, loyalty, military, economy, divine, relations, stability, magic, culture, and espionage. Stats increase if your governance is successful and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Don't let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subjects to riot and your state will begin to crumble. Each stat has certain milestones or ranks within them. Every 20 points in a stat will increase your rank. Rank 1 unlocks a corresponding advisor position for that stat. Further development of the stat and the upgrades to its rank will be possible only if you have an advisor in a relevant position. Governing your barony will require one advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the stolen land citizens into these advisor positions. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. Not all these characters will be willing to serve you right away. Some of them will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing an assignment for them or rendering them some service. Every advisor acts of their own ideology. They have their own opinions on everything that happens in your domain. Therefore, you may want to select characters whose governance policy is consistent with your own. Open the Advisor tab to the right of the screen to click an empty slot and select a character to appoint them as advisor. Every barony stat gains a bonus from specific ability of the appointed advisor. The exact size of the bonus is indicated on the upper right corner of the advisor's card. Only advisors may address the problems, opportunities, and sudden events that occur in your domain and require immediate attention. Don't leave these positions vacant. Okay, well, let's see. We are going to call it the Barony of... No, we're going to do this. The Barony of Empyrean. Boom. That is who I am, and this is supposed to be me here. Tuskwater. Strike. This is my entire land, it looks like. Okay? So. Oh. Well, alright then. So, what do we have? Okay, so I have got all of these people here. Aren't you Jod? Okay, no matter what deity he serves, the High Priest strives to satisfy the spiritual needs of all citizens in the barony. Choose an advisor to fill this position. Advisors will act according to the position and govern in their own beliefs. Yes, I like Jod. Okay, the Regent. The Regent ensures subjects' complaints and concerns are heard by the ruler and serves as a link between the Baron and people. Ooh, I do like lawfulness, so she is now my Regent. The Counselor deals with troubles of the common folk and helps settle land disputes and agricultural matters. This advisor ensures citizens remain loyal to the throne. Well, I guess that's Tristan. The General. The General is the highest ranking officer in the army of the barony and is responsible for watching the borders and protecting the realm. Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm going to go with Kessel. Kessel will probably be better. Oh, no available people for the treasury. I guess that's it. That's all I have for that. Let's see. Projects. Okay, what is that? Is Zinki's... What is this? Oh, okay, so I need... Cost 1,500 BP. I don't have any. I mean, that would be great. But I don't have that yet. Because that's that... You think he's offer... Still in your lands, but his own expense. I don't have That's 60 days to resolve. 45 days to resolve. Yeah, I don't have any advisors for that. Can I do this? I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. That takes 14 days, so economy, I can't do that. Okay, these are all of these. So what I want to do is I do want this. Oh, that's because I'm going to agree. Oh, but I don't have any advisors for that yet because I think I need somebody who can do treasury. Jod can do that. I want to rebuild. Okay, but that's I can't do that just yet. Don't have any of that for that or that. I don't want to pillage. I want to rebuild. That's what I want to do. I don't have any trading. I do have curses. Oh, I can't do that either because it's all Jod. Okay. Regions. Why don't we start this claim? You may claim new regions to expand your territory. Upon the Regions tab on the right side of the screen, select a relevant project at the bottom of the screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your barony stats and find settlements to new lands. Here's what you must do to claim a new region. Meet special recognition conditions, that is, complete a quest or reach a certain rank. I wasn't done with this other one. Meeting with an advisor. When your barony stats reach 20, it's time for you to increase its rank. First, meet with your advisor to discuss the future estate. To do so, return your capital and click the bottom appropriate event card in the throne room. Whatever choices you make, remember your advisors will disapprove. May disapprove. If the current advisor decides that you argue too much, they will quit forever. Now includes the outskirts. Alright. There we go. Now we have a bigger land. Okay, and economy. First shrine in the capital will be built free of charge. Awesome. Okay. I have 2 events. Let's check this. Tristan lowers his head. Greetings, Baron. I am sorry to take you away from your other affairs, but your people need you. When Stonelands were freed from the Stag Lord, the people sighed in relief, but many are still confused by their swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of their new Baron, nor to what to expect of you. Will you be a fair ruler for all, or only for those of wealth and status? Choice effects. We shall hold a fair for the common people. I want them to know that I hold them closest to my heart. I do want to do this. I want to be a good ruler that knows that the people are at the center of what I'm doing. So there's that. There's Harem. Harem looks embarrassed. He runs his fingers through his beard and clears his throat a few times, then speaks at last. I heard, not that it's important, but well, I heard that an ancient trade route built by the dwarves of the 5 Kings Mountains runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one, but the road itself is still there. Possibly not only the road. Okay. Well, Fisher, I have a question. If I need dwarven ruins in this area, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Of course. I would, if I find some dwarven ruins, of course you'll be the first one to take. Okay. Oh, and there's John. Your Grace, I was at Oleg Trading Post recently. I noticed an old Balkan just standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. This is most unfortunate after all. The old grumbler is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for his skills, since locals need nothing more than the simplest of healing potions. And then it struck me, why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decorations and tinctures could certainly prove most useful to you. Also, it might be cheaper than simply buying from him or some other merchant. That is true. That is true. I would definitely like to hire him. Okay. Oh, I do have a rank up. Him as a request, which I've already done that. Rank up. Well, I guess I have this. To overcome it. To protect your bearing, you should hurry the bald hilltop. Ah, okay. So I need to go to Bald Hilltop now. I also need to go, okay, Your Grace, I fear there's another matter that requires attention. There have been reports, many of them, from settlements across the Nile marches. There are trolls in the forest, seemingly hordes of them. Rumors claim they're more than the typical savage beasts. They almost seem to show reason and tactics. They form groups, attack all at once, plunder the villages, and carry away the peasants. Even stranger kobolds have been spotted among the ranks, when usually they would be attacked at sight. I'm not certain any of this is reliable. Fear builds mountains out of molehills. Some of the rumors even say these trolls carry torches and burn down houses, seemingly unafraid of open flames. Certainly possible the rest of the reports could be exaggerated as well. Baron's duty suits people. I'll head south and look at the situation. Alright, so yes, I have several things that I need to do now.
Trolls who didn't fear fire? That sounded terrible, and dangerous, and terribly dangerous. If we couldn't rein them in, our young barony would be eaten up in a snap.
That is correct.
All according to plan.
Alright, so I've still got a whole bunch of crap here. But you know what? At this very moment... Oh, is this my box? Can I put stuff in my box? I don't know. At this very moment, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. And we will see just what I might be able to do. You know, because you never know. I need to find an antiquities collector. He needs to come to my town, like, real quick. Just so I can get rid of, you know, some of this stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I'm going to rearrange some stuff here silently by myself and try to figure out what I'm doing. And then hopefully the next time you'll see, we'll be on another adventure. But until then, always be kind to each other. And I will see you in the next video.